Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Prod.cast. My name is Basil.
I'm Andric.
And I'm SK.
And we are here to react to the latest Shin Ultraman trailer that we've been all excited to watch the movie, and we have with us today two special guests. Would you guys just introduce yourselves?
Hi, my name is Fiqsan.
And
And I'm Zackery, who is the only one that's not excited for this trailer because I have nothing.
Yeah.
I have no knowledge of
yeah,
Ultraman.
he doesn't know what Ultraman is, so
Okay,
yeah.
Zach. So why don't you tell us what you know about Ultraman first?
Yeah, that's a nice one.
I'm sure you've seen it to some degree when you were a kid, right?
Ye-
First
yeah,
impressions of like what Ultraman is.
He is
Ultra.
he is a human who had the ability to transform into a giant superhero who is known as Ultraman, who goes and saves the town from various kaijus or monsters. Whatever.
Yeah, okay, you know what kaiju is, so yeah. So I mean that's a start because Ultraman fights kaijus most of the time.
The closest thing,
Yeah.
the only time I ever learned that it was actually called a kaiju was from Pacific Rim. That was it.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Then that's a lot of people's
Yeah.
But
point.
it is the right term. So.
Yeah,
Correct,
it's the correct term. So anyway, just a background of Shin Ultraman. It's a movie that's being directed by Hideaki Anno, who created Evangelion. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yes,
Evangelion.
Yeah, Evangelion. Yeah, basically it's him, and he did Shin Godzilla as well. And he's also going to be doing Shin Kamen Rider, which we already. Of which the trailer we already reacted to, and we were super geeked out for that, and
We
I think
spazzed so much.
yeah, I think we spared so much. We did like a double header with the Ultraman.
Yeah, man.
The
yeah.
Destined Crossroad, right?
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
weren't very excited for Destined Crossroad.
No.
Shin Kamen Rider was the shit. So, and I really like Shin Godzilla. How about you guys?
I like Shin Godzilla too. It's a very faithful rendition ever since the original.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
I personally love the minus the design. Other than that, I think I love the show itself.
Yeah, Zach, have you seen Shin Godzilla?
I actually have not, but I have searched on it on Wikipedia because I actually do like Godzilla. Now that's not saying much because I've only watched 3 Godzilla movies, and 2 of them are
That's
Western.
plenty lah.
But 2 of them are the Western
the legendary
version.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One was the 2014 one, and the other one was the 1998.
Right.
Really
right.
bad
Roland
one.
Emmerich one.
That to the point where they
Yeah.
don't even call it Godzilla anymore. I know they changed
Yeah.
it to call it
Yeah,
Zilla.
Yeah, they call it
Yeah,
Zilla, right?
So that's my experience. Western-based Godzilla movies.
right.
So that's the only thing. But I do like Godzilla. You know,
Right.
I do actually like Godzilla. But I did search up Shin Godzilla because I actually heard that it was actually a really good Godzilla movie. But I have never seen it.
Right.
I've never seen it. I was
right.
just lazy a bit.
I mean, Shin Godzilla is pretty much like the real life version of how Godzilla will be, and it's very scary when you actually find out what Shin Godzilla will do in the after stories.
Yeah, I mean, it's really not like the Western ones where
Yeah.
it's like monster mash, you know. It's more like political drama and critique against Japanese bureaucracy. So I do expect to see more of the same with Shin Ultraman.
That in a way partially I don't know about for Ultraman itself, but Godzilla in 1950s, the first one was really having that political undertone in it in the first place,
Yeah.
which a lot of the Western side didn't actually have the chance to see. They saw it's like a ripoff from Ultraman in a way.
Yeah. Well,
So in the way
which is
that they will
factually
design,
wrong.
they will design it, or the way that Shin Godzilla was written, it was sort of going back to that 1950s kind of a storyline. But I don't know whether, to be honest, for Ultraman, they will probably. I do hope that they really go back to the original how Ultraman really being portrayed originally. You know?
Yeah, I mean, basically all the Shin series is about taking all the characters back to their roots, right?
Yeah, going back to
Yeah,
it.
so it's like Shin as in real, right?
Yeah.
So I do hope to see that for Ultraman.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Same.
Any more thoughts before we go into it?
Let's play the video.
Okay. I mean, 2 people here have already seen it, so. Okay. Without.
Were you expecting the awkward silence?
I was purposely one. So anyway, yeah. Here we go.
Uh,
Oh crap.
Wait, we have to restart again.
No, it's okay. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, that looks very nice.
Well, I guess that's what happens when he first appears.
nice.
Oh, I love this shot.
Oh shit, that looks
Nice.
cool.
It actually feels fast.
Wait,
oh
is
my
he just
god!
ro- did he just rotate?
Yeah, he was. No,
while,
he was.
while floating.
Yeah, he was floating. He was
yeah,
floating. He
yeah.
was floating.
Oh, alright.
That's cool.
Mephiras.
Was Mephiras originally like show up as a human in the original show? He did, right?
So wait, she just asked him whether he's human or alien.
Oh. Oh, nice. I love this shot.
Why are you reacting like you saw it for the first time?
Oh my gosh.
Wait, let me
There's
just
a
check. There's
nice
no,
little
there's
touch
no
to the
subs,
pi-
right?
No,
Yeah,
no.
there's no shot. There's no subs. There's no subs.
I mean, I do vaguely understand some of it.
Yeah.
Ah, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay,
The song's
okay.
probably coming soon.
So,
very soon.
so there's a nice little touch which I noticed by the corner that the theme song is actually M78.
Oh,
M87.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
M7,
yeah.
M7.
Yeah, M7.
But it's really nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so first thoughts. Let's go with the one that has no idea about Ultraman first. Zach, what are your thoughts? What are your immediate thoughts on what you just saw? And I should let Basil do the hosting. Sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead. No worries.
No worries.
I had no idea really what was going on. But at the same time, it kind of looked cool. But when y'all were like going nuts about the stuff where he's like, oh, is he rotating while floating? Or like when he was like flying through the night sky. It may be an Ultraman fan thing, but I don't like understand what is to be dealt
Like,
with.
what's the big deal?
I don't want to sound like so high and mighty because I'm not trying to be. But
What's the
it's
big deal?
I don't want to sound like that, but it kind of does. But it's just
You're
because
fucking
I don't-
nerds.
It's just because I don't understand. Because I've never experienced like the series or like any other past movies, so I don't know what's the significance of such things. I did like the part where he fired his like laser.
Spaceship.
Right,
Yeah,
the
spaceship.
beam, right?
Yeah, I like the effect that it had on the environment.
Yeah, just a fun fact. Did you know that the beam effect for this show, right? Wait, is there captions? Oh no.
Japan
Japanese.
auto.
Well, the beam effect for the show, for the movie, right, was drawn by the same guy who did the beam effect for the original series.
Oh, so it's a 2D thing.
Yeah, it's a matte painting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's why it would look different from like
Like
an
CG,
an
right?
Iron Man's unibeam or
Yeah.
something like that.
And that scene actually, when you look just now, when we see the suggested video on the side, right, we can actually see that exact scene from the original movie. Was showing the background was in the sky and everything. It looks exactly the same.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
Is this movie like, does it connect to any previous Ultraman?
No,
No,
it's,
no,
it's,
no.
Or
it's
is it
a,
like
it's
a
reboot.
reboot?
It's a reboot.
Yeah.
It's a full-on reboot.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
because
it's a reboot of the original
Oh, it's
Ultraman.
M87,
Yeah,
that's what I was
M87.
thinking. Like,
So M87.
which is Zophi's beam.
You were saying, Zach?
Yeah.
so that's what I was thinking. Like, it looked because everyone's reacting so crazy to Ultraman, like it's something that they've never seen before, and so obviously if he was there before, they wouldn't be acting this way. They'll be like, "Oh, Ultraman's back. We just gotta prepare
Yeah.
for any kaiju attacks." Like I said, I never watched Shin Godzilla, but is it sort of not in tone, but like is it something like this where it's like it feels a bit grittier than the
Then the
Ultraman
usual.
of the past.
Right.
So was Shin Godzilla the same?
Pretty similar
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the sense that the framing, the angles, the cinematography is pretty. I think it might have been done by the same DP. It
felt
feels like government bureaucracy and all that, right? Shin Godzilla is exactly like that.
So in other
Yeah.
words, the name Shin, it's like, as you said, it's like real or real life.
Yeah.
So if you put it in the perspective of Ultraman in real life, even though the Ultraman was originated in a live action
Yeah, because
show,
the funny thing with that
Yeah.
character Shin, right, is it could mean so many things. Like they use the Romaji for Shin, so it could be new, it could be real, it could be true,
Yeah.
it could be original.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's so many like connotations for that single word. So there's a lot of ways they can play this lah, but it really feels like a step up from. Well, it really feels like a natural progression from what he already did with Shin Godzilla. And originally there was speculation that it takes place in the same universe, but I don't think so lah. Yeah.
I will say that I do like the whole. It shows like people's reactions. I mean they might have shown it in previous Ultraman versions, but I like them showing like society's reaction towards the appearances of this new hero, of this new person, Ultraman.
Yeah.
And I like seeing that. I might be in the minority, but that's why I liked the 2014 Godzilla. I liked seeing like how the humanity reacted to Godzilla, though I can acknowledge that they probably did it a bit too much to the point where Godzilla was more of a side character. So it doesn't look like that's the case here. It looks like it's sort of like 50-50, maybe even like 60-40, 60% Ultraman, 40% humanity and stuff like that. So here I think maybe they found a good balance, because I mean it makes sense. Ultraman is a Japanese property. It's like if they don't do it right, it could be considered disrespectful.
Actually, most of the time you see Tokusatsu in early days, the heroes like Ultraman or even for Godzilla, they are the side characters. Most of the time it's the humans interaction that was the core focus. Yeah, even for Godzilla in the original, I'm not talking about those like later on where it's like, they became very cheesy kind, but the more serious that they had, the more human interaction was there, and they became the core focus, as compared to later on when you watch things like shows like later, like the newer shows that we have more heroes or more features of the heroes. Yeah, but like most of the original shows, you only see, for example, Ultraman, you only see at the last like 10 minutes at most, when that final battle, that's where you see. But majority of the time is really just the human interactions.
Yeah, I mean that's just like old school sci-fi, right?
Yeah, it's very old school.
And then after that, as the years progress on, then people start to love fighting and all the special effects and all that.
Yeah.
Some of the movies just become monster mashes.
This
If
scene
that
was
the case,
actually
then why
from
was everyone so angry about 2014's Godzilla? Because it's like, if that's the case in classic,
Because they wanted to see more Godzilla versus Muto.
right.
Yeah.
but then like what you said, like it pays homage to the classic.
Yeah, but
kaiju.
yeah, you see the thing is it's very different. The discourse is very different when you look at the East and the West.
Yes.
Because a lot of people in the West, they don't like Shin Godzilla because they find it too boring and
a lot of talking.
too much talking and too little action.
Yeah.
Whereas you see something like King of the Monsters, they're like, yeah, this is the Godzilla movie we've been waiting for. They just want to see
Smash.
stuff being smashed up and things exploding and stuff. I mean, I did see like, I did hear like people in the cinema when I was watching Shin Godzilla say that, 为什么很多 talking 的 huh? Like literally the couple in front of me, why so much talking? Then I'm like, this is what Godzilla is. What?
my late father actually slept through the movie.
I thankfully I didn't have that comment because I watched it in an afternoon where no one was there except for
But
me.
then that's the
But
great thing about
I enjoy the movie. Yeah.
yeah, but then that's a great thing about like Godzilla and Ultraman characters like that, right? Because you can tell almost any kind of story you want with them. Yeah. If you want to make it like a monster mash, make it a monster mash. If you want to turn it into like sort of like a study of human nature, then you can do that as well. Yeah. Which is what I feel this movie is gonna be about lah, like the friendship between, or rather the relationship between Ultraman and humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How has Ultraman's in the numerous renditions of Ultraman, how has his relationship been with humanity overall, like in general?
I mean, there's always this lingering question throughout all Ultraman shows, right? it's like, why does Ultraman protect humanity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that's one of the core questions of the franchise,
Mm.
and I hope they do explore this when the movie comes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean they've answered it in many iterations lah. Like one of the more popular ones is that the planet that Ultraman comes from, the Land of Light in the Nebula M78 galaxy, they used to look like humans, and their planet's sun was the sun that was nearest to the planet was dying, so they had to create an artificial sun. So when they created the artificial sun called the plasma spark, so they were very advanced in science, right? So they created an artificial sun, and the brightness or just the light from the sun transformed all the inhabitants into like Ultraman. Yeah, beings like that lah. And they protect humanity because they want to guide humanity to not make the mistakes they did, like cause their son to die, kind of like Superman. So yeah, actually when you think about it, it's very similar to like Superman and Krypton.
Yeah.
Yeah, except the Land of Light didn't blow up. Yeah.
And
I was actually gonna make a joke about it, like how it relates. It sounds a lot like Superman.
Yeah. Yeah. Shafiq, any thoughts?
Well, he pretty much say like, yeah. So, Shin Ultraman feels like Shin Godzilla, where the realism is all there. The perspective of how down to earth it is. How do I say? It's I mean, the effects is pretty good. Still is a bit more work. The shots are well done. I think that's pretty much it. Because I've not watched the original Ultraman. What gets me back to Ultraman was the Ultraman Z, and then of course my childhood was the Tiga Daina Gaia, the main ones lah. Not the Showa era, which is the Ultra Brothers. So I know through Ultra Brothers because of Ultraman Zero, and it got me excited because this one feels like a very realistic version of the normal series. Normal series is just a gimmick, and then they try to sell toys. And while the Shin Ultraman is like how it looks like if they really came to Earth. Yeah, so that's my view on it.
I think one thing they did very smart. What's the protect group for
The SSSP.
SSB? They actually they change it into suit wearing.
Oh, I like the new logo, man.
Yeah,
The logo
but
nice.
they changed to pin.
Originally they wear suits also. I remember the blue the blue blazers that after a while they strip away into the orange.
Oh yeah, right.
But then I don't think they'll do that here lah.
No, I don't think so.
I think it works. It works.
It
The
works.
blazer
It
look
works.
works.
Yeah, in fact,
Yeah.
they make it really looks more like a, those kind of.
It's a government unit.
Yeah, it's a government unit, so they really look
like a secret agency.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
relevant to what they are doing, in a way. Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's very creepy. Like I don't like Ultraman when I was a kid because it traumatized me because how scary the monsters are, and how I feel very, how to say, very vulnerable. Like they can just step on me kind of thing. But when I see this, it's like it makes me think of how I was a kid, how I was actually kind of scared watching Ultraman because of the perspective of giants. Yeah, so this one brings back how kind of like very scary feeling of how realistic it feels like.
I mean, yeah, but I guess that's the point of the show, right? To bring it back.
Yes,
And
yeah.
to bring it back to its roots. So that's one, and to also set it in a grounded setting. Yeah.
If you were to talk about design and such, Ultraman is based on its original concept where there's no color timer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I'm not wrong, this is
What is
time.
that?
The
If I'm
color
not
timer
wrong,
is the chest thing where
The chest blinks,
after
yeah.
3 minutes it starts to beep, and then that means you're like pretty much like running out of oxygen, and then it's like they can't breathe Earth atmosphere. Then so they have 3 minutes to last before they go back to space and like kind of breathe space.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
yeah, some sort.
Yeah. Okay. Any last thoughts, guys, before I close?
Actually, I have a. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Andrew wanted to say something?
Oh, I'm just gonna share a little bit about what I noticed from this trailer as compared to the others, and what I like about it, and one thing I don't like about it. So I'm going to say that what I don't like about it first. I agree with Shafiq. I think the graphics can be polished up a little more, unless that's their intention to make it look like it doesn't even exist on this plane. Because it just like some parts of the trailer just feels like it's not really that polished. Not just Ultraman though, but even the monsters too, like the kaiju as well. It looks very Ultraman Fusion Fight kind of quality, like the PS2 kind of quality.
Yeah.
You know, so I get it if they keep that for Ultraman, because he really is an alien, and if it's an alien of unknown matter that does not fit into our periodic table, it's understandable that he looks a little bit different. But kaijus, I think you can find a way to make them a little bit more realistic instead of looking like a game. Right, so that's what I don't like. What I like about it is, and also partly to answer your question on why we kind of freaked out a little bit when we see him rotating mid-air, because for the very first time, at least for me, Ultraman feels like an alien.
Yeah, correct.
Right.
He doesn't feel like a guy in a suit.
Right.
But that's what we grew up with, you know? Like even as kids, we knew that Ultraman was a guy in a suit. But this one, he really feels like an alien. Like I mean, we have replayed the trailer a few times in silent while we're talking, and we have seen a few things. One, when Ultraman lands, he doesn't land in a pose. He just stands straight. And I feel like if there is an alien, that's probably what it'll do, because it's not to swai swai, which is to act cool or anything like that, you know. It's just he lands, he stands, and he sees what to do next.
Yeah.
Right. The only time where he actually really does pose or anything is because he needs to do something like to fire the Kosen.
Yeah, correct.
Right. So and I finally understand why they make this Ultraman's design so elongated, because to make it really feel like an alien.
Yeah.
Slenderman.
Like not so much human, you know.
Yeah.
So just having that little touch where he just rotates like very eerily in midair adds to the alien effect.
Yeah, but you know the shot of him rotating, right? I don't think that's Ultraman. I think that's imitation Ultraman.
Still, it was well
Because-
done.
Whoa.
It was well done.
I think it's imitation Ultraman because that alien, right? The one, the Zarab Seijin, right? The Zarab alien, the one with the mouth that like, the one that looks like a
that was gonna be my next
yeah.
compliment actually, because even like we have seen Zarab aliens show up in a few of the series,
Yeah.
and obviously because you know it's a suit, so the mouth doesn't really move, or it just like flaps in a weird way.
Yeah.
This one is really
It really opens,
really opens up.
like
Yeah.
it feels organic.
Yeah.
Right, like you don't feel like the front is a hard shell. It feels like an organic creature.
Correct.
Actually, just doing that.
Correct. And
So-
yeah, I don't think that's Ultraman. I think that's Zarab pretending to be Ultraman as if not, why put Zarab, right?
Yeah.
If not, it will be feel like there's too many.
Yeah, because in the original series, that alien, he disguised himself as Ultraman.
You can do that.
Yeah.
That's
But that's his power.
Yeah.
To disguise himself.
But the thing is
Was it
because
like another? Oh, it's like
That's
a kaiju or like?
like that.
He's
This
a
alien.
he's a
This
kaiju.
alien.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a kaiju with the ability
the
to
guy
like
that has
shapeshift.
like a
Yeah,
like
shape-shifting,
anus
yes.
for a mouth, right?
Yes.
He can like he pretty much like a shapeshifter.
Yeah.
Okay.
because the thing that I feel that
So is
if-
he like sorry, SK.
Yeah.
So once he lands, it's a very lack of pose. He's just standing there.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
this
correct,
is definitely Ultraman.
This is
Right?
definitely Ultraman. Yeah.
It's like an like what you say is like an organism that's just recently landed on a foreign place. What he's gonna do? He's gonna scan his environment. That's what he's doing.
Correct.
Yeah. It's a very alien characteristic.
He doesn't have human characteristics or human behavior,
Yes.
which I guess for old time fans like us, it really sets this Ultraman and all the other shows apart. So the last good thing I want to say is, again going back to the suit and how we know that it was a guy in a suit. This one you can see the folds, but it doesn't feel like a suit fold.
Yes.
It feels like a like
Like his skin.
like human
feels
like if
like-
you fold our arm, you
Yeah.
see the folds.
Yeah,
It feels
yes.
organic.
Yeah.
Everything about this design of Ultraman feels
Yeah.
organic.
Yeah.
I'm still not used to the lack of the color blinker though.
Well, I think.
I'm done.
Okay, I think I think that might be the culmination of the movie. He actually finally gets the timer. It could be written into the storyline.
Oh, that
Yeah.
means they will suddenly
How
realize.
do you think they'll do that?
Because the whole concept of Ultraman having a color timer, right, is basically like survival. So yeah, so it could be written in the storyline.
You just have to be
Yeah.
patient. It's all a matter of time.
I'm gonna
then-
fist bump you in the podcast.
And then another little thing, another new detail that I just realized is the beam doesn't exactly come out from the hand. It feels like it forms the energy around the hand, like the air,
Yeah.
and it just blasts out. Because you see, the beam is not touching his palm at all.
Yeah,
But whereas in all the other shows that you watch, it comes out directly from the palm.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
There's a bit of distance, a bit of gap.
Well, the great thing about, you know, I mean, a lot of people have commented about the CGI costume, but the thing about a costume like that, right, is that you don't need to have the holes for the actor to
Yes.
see.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah. You can really make it into an alien, no?
yeah.
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 Because originally when they designed it, it was supposed to be alien, but suddenly you have two eyes
Yeah,
there.
I'm
They're
pretty sure
looking
this is
down.
Ultraman.
Yeah.
I mean, the eyes does look a bit red.
Probably the color bleed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't think they will do that thing where they have the black stripes just to tell you that it's not Ultraman, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
If-
a children's show thing, and I don't think this is a children's show.
So if I am wondering, are they doing the classic thing where they're having? I don't know about it from Ultraman, but from the monsters, it kind of looks like they have people in costumes, and a combination of CGI.
I think they're doing a combination of a lot of stuff.
That's how they
Yeah.
did it for Shin Godzilla.
Yeah.
It's a combination of
Yeah.
CGI
Yeah.
and the suit.
Shin Godzilla was a mocap suit.
Yeah, and I want to talk about this guy as well. This guy is another alien from the original show.
I have a question for all of you.
Yep.
It's definitely not for me because I have no idea
Yep.
anything about Ultraman. What do you not want to see in the movie? It could be like a storyline. It could be like a character.
Oh, that's a very good question.
Okay, like, it could be like
Yeah.
a story development, like maybe I don't know, a fan favorite classic Ultraman character dies or something. You know, touch wood.
Can I answer that first?
Yeah.
I think my answer will be relatively short.
Yeah.
I don't have anything I don't want or want to see because I trust this director and I'll take whatever he gives me.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
fair, but I don't want to see Zeton.
Oh yeah.
Alright,
Too
sure.
early
Yeah.
for Saturn.
Sure.
Totally
Okay.
for Zeton.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, since we're on the topic of kaijus, is there any other kaijus not featured here that you want to see?
Baltan.
Actually, me too. Because that's the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Baltan's the second.
Right.
Yeah.
It's either Saturn
Yeah.
or Baltan. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't want to see Zeton.
I'll add one thing that I don't want to see. Open-ended, or to add on the fact that I don't want to see. I also don't want to see Zeton and Baltan, but I also don't want to see them sort of teasing it at the post-credit, right? Showing that they may show up.
Well, I don't mind that actually. Yeah. Because I just don't want to see Zeton appear too early. Zeton's the final villain that defeated Ultraman.
Yeah.
Defeated Ultraman.
He
Yeah.
defeated Ultraman, and then Ultraman's superior, whose name is Zophie, came. And you see, the thing is, the theme song already has a big hint that there might be Zophie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
spoiler
so
alert,
then
right?
I guess then I don't want to see other Ultraman. I
Yeah,
want to
the
see this
TV
one.
No, I don't want to see Sophie.
In the TV series,
I don't want to see other Ultraman. Just
yeah,
focus
Ultraman
on this
dies
one.
Yeah,
in the last
correct.
episode.
I want them to just build this nicely,
So
and then
there's a character called Zophie comes in.
let's not
and
do Zophie
pretty
so
much
soon.
takes away Ultraman.
In fact, I'll be fine if they don't even do like Zophie or the Ultra Brothers at all. Like, just leave it at Ultraman and explore these characters and their, you know, whatever relationship they have with Ultraman.
You remember the conversation we had during the Batman podcast where we all agreed that we don't want to see Joker in the second movie?
Yeah.
It feels the
Yes,
same
yes.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
They are too overdone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I guess we're done with the comments. Right?
Yeah. Any last words?
Can't wait.
Don't-
Can't wait, man.
Don't react.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I can say is that maybe I'll watch it. Maybe.
I'm
It looks
definitely
interesting.
Definitely sure we'll be watching it.
Yeah. I mean, if it does come out and it's accessible to either of us, I'm pretty sure we'll host a group watch lah. So you can
Yeah,
join us or
yeah.
not. lah.
Shit, I need to watch this in the cinema, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I don't know when they are gonna release
Well,
it.
yeah, we don't know when it's gonna come.
Yeah.
I will say this is that with all the giant monsters and Ultraman and all the kind of wide landscape shots. I would kind of also like think that the experience would be very much heightened in the cinema.
For sure.
It's gonna be like Avengers.
I mean, Shin Godzilla did come to the cinemas in Singapore, so same director, same production team, same distributor.
But there's
so I hope for the same.
there's one thing that the reason why that time Shin Godzilla was able to come in was because it was 2 years after the origin, the so-called.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so there was that novel, there was that hype that was there that people
But
wanted to watch.
we have the
Just watch
STV
this.
partnership, and then we have like, Ultraman is coming back into the forefront as a cultural icon for Japan. So
But not sure about Singapore's reaction to it. That's the
STV's collaboration.
Yeah, having the SB collaboration is a good sign that it probably might open up Ultraman to a bit more
That they view
audiences.
Singapore as a market.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
So that's a good thing.
Well, the
Yeah.
core focus was I'm a lion monster, kaiju.
I mean, there are so many tokus coming out of Japan. Why Ultraman, right? Because probably out of every toku, like Kamen Rider, Sentai, Ultraman is probably like one, it's a very good landscape showcase because it's big enough.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
two,
yes.
most kids would our age would at least have heard of Ultraman
Yeah.
compared to Kamen Rider or
Yeah,
Super Sentai.
banking on the novelty factor. I don't think this is gonna be like a one screening Heisei Generations Forever kind of screening or Boku no Hero Academia
Yeah,
kind of one
true,
screening
true,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
This is, I mean, am I right to say that this will be an Ultraman movie for the mass audience?
yeah, I think so.
Banking on nostalgia for sure.
I'm still a bit
Yeah.
iffy on that. I don't know.
Okay.
Because like what you said, Western audiences didn't like Shin Godzilla, so
Yeah.
that's the thing. And most of Singaporeans are kind of leaning to like the
Yeah,
mass
yeah.
audience.
that's true.
So I don't know.
yeah, but
A lot of Singaporeans just like mindless action movies.
I mean, banking on nostalgia. They might go just because it's Ultraman. But then they come away they come away like that's not really the kind of Ultraman I was looking for,
I guess
I think this
sort of
was.
thing.
I think this,
I guess Shin Ultraman would be really much a fan service for the diehard fans of Ultraman. That's what I feel.
I do feel that they might have a little bit more action as compared to Shin Godzilla, because Shin Godzilla, if they want to go back to their root, they are going to focus a lot more on interaction talking, which is what exactly 1950s.
I wouldn't compare this movie that much to Shin Godzilla
Yeah, but I still
because
think director.
because nostalgia factor wise, I don't think Godzilla really has that much nostalgia in Singapore.
True.
I would compare it to the 2017 Power Rangers actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cinemas were packed. Yeah.
Ours what? It's not.
No. Other cinemas, I watched it 3 times, man. Packed.
You sure it was
Yeah,
packed? Okay, that was shock.
Yeah.
There is a chance, right? If this movie really is good, right, and the Western audience reaction was really good, or like or some Western director will be like, okay, you know what? Let's get some rights and then we make an American Western version of Ultraman.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so they might adapt like how they did with Godzilla into Ultraman in the Western area, and then Ultraman would be like really, really huge in the Western side.
I don't know. Right now, Western Godzilla is kind of in a rough spot. Not financially, but like Godzilla 2014 was okay. Godzilla, was it Gods of Monsters?
King of
Monsters,
King
excuse
of
me.
Monsters.
That one got like mixed to negative reviews.
Yeah.
The closest thing that was probably the best Godzilla movie wasn't even a self Godzilla movie. It was Godzilla versus Kong, or Kong versus Godzilla. I can't remember which one.
Yeah.
You know, that was the best one among the three. So it's kind of in a
Funny a bit
mixed.
rushed though.
It was a little bit.
Yeah.
I admit it's
Yeah.
not perfect, but it's
Yeah.
sure as hell was fun. But yeah, it's a bit of a mixed bag. So right now, so I don't know if that does happen, where a studio is interested of taking Ultraman and be like, yo, let's make our own version, and I don't know if that's the best.
Well, it depends because
I guess-
if you look at the director called James Gunn, he's a fan of Tokusatsu.
Well, I guess with the moves that Ultraman is making in the West, like they're releasing Blu-rays box sets for the West only. So and they're trying to get it out to America as much as possible. I think they're doing fine on that front, to be honest. Like but maybe not to a critical mass level yet. Yeah.
I don't think I think that in terms of like fandom in America, I'm pretty sure there's a good market for it. but I just don't know if they'll make a good movie out of it.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely agree with you.
Because there's plenty of like, I know this is not like an apples to apples comparison, but there's plenty of old school Power Rangers fans, and there's also a lot of like classic movie cinephiles that like the classic Godzilla.
Yeah.
In America, so I'm sure that they have a market.
Yeah. No, I think my biggest worry would be they might not be able to capture the essence of what is Ultraman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
thinking.
think that's the biggest
That's
worry
what
for
I'm
me.
thinking.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I think that if they have a good director, I still give Gareth Edwards credit for Godzilla, but
Yeah.
maybe he just did it maybe a bit too faithfully for the mass audience. But at the same time, I think that if you get a good director, like what you say, James Gunn. James Gunn's a fan of Tokusatsu.
Tokusatsu. And he talked about Kamen Rider, so you never know. Ultraman will be.
Well, maybe Kamen Rider might come first.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kamen Rider seems more like
More-
a Western adaptable thing.
doable, you know.
Yeah, actually
Yeah.
it does. It does. Not to, make fun of Kamen Rider, but Kamen Rider reminds me more of Power Rangers, and therefore I feel like that's the more
They did
likely
that,
one
they
to.
Yeah.
They did that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but like, look at the 2017 Power Rangers movie. Ugh.
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah.
That one powerless ranger lah, sia.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess I can close. We are running. Oh, we're actually at 37 minutes.
Close lah, close
Wow,
lah.
that was a great discussion, guys. I think I don't think I'll cut a lot. I think a lot of what we spoke about was quite interesting.
Yeah.
Don't know who will watch, but anyway, if you're watching, do drop us a like, do subscribe to our channel, do comment down below if you have an opinion that differs from us, or if you like our comment, whatever we said. So anyway, thank you for watching Prod.cast.
Proper signing up.
Yeah. So
Bye.
anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. Prod.cast signing out. Bye.
Bye.
So long never
do already. I forgot. already.
So long never do. Forget how to close.